How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another live trading video where I capture some of my trades live as they unfold in the market today. I really like Euro Aussie here on the sell side of things. Now, you may ask, why is that? Well, we've got some choppy markets here going on in this environment. You can see that this general vicinity or this range here acting as our sell resistance level, and this zone down here acting as our buy zone. So with that said, let's go ahead and draw in here what we've got on this chart. So again, this general area acting as our buy zone or our level of demand, right? So this is our demand level, and this general area here acting as our supply zone or our sell area. So price is stepping into this area, looking a little bit stretched to the upside. Going to go ahead and take a starter position, you guys. For those of you guys who are VIP members, you know that I've got a proprietary strategy that I use that involves sometimes scaling in and scaling out of trades. So with this trade, Euro Aussie, I'm going to go ahead and take a sell position here on the short side. Price is looking a little bit stretched to the upside, going to be targeting some area down below, and we'll go ahead and share and go ahead and get into that sell trade right now. So if I go ahead and open a new order, you can see a sell by market. Happy to just get into the trade here. And we'll go ahead and set our take profit. Okay, so gonna go ahead and set my take profit. 1.6328, right around that vicinity is where I'm gonna be targeting with this trade here. I'll go ahead and set that, modify it there, and good. That is going to be our target for the trade. Now, why is that my target? You'll see that this general vicinity down here, this range or level of if I could find a shape here, this zone here acting as a potential interesting level of demand or buyer zones as well, kind of on a shorter term basis. So if I go ahead and make that light green, you can see that this zone here generally is going to be our target level. Not going to quite look for that full consolidation range, and I'll tell you why also, is because we have this strong bullish trend going on here. And let's make that not a ray, let's just make it a normal trend line here. If we just make that a normal trend line, you can see overall kind of this trend line also acting as a dynamic level of support. So kind of targeting that trend line combined with that kind of structural level here. That's going to be our target on the trade. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, it is a few hours later here on Euro Aussie. Seeing prices start to roll over here pretty nicely off of that supply zone. Guys, that's just kind of the power of charts. A lot of times when you identify a region like this that's going to likely act as a level of resistance or a barrier for sellers to jump in on, a lot of times you're going to get that kind of slide down. They're going to get that fall over or a retest of structure down here, and that's exactly what we're going for. So still holding true to our target of this demand zone down here that you can see in the green zone, that take profit kind of targeting kind of this trend line as well as some of this price action structure here. So we'll see if we can get continuation down there, still targeting about $111 there in profit. So if we can get down to that level, should be a nice little trade there. We'll see what we get. Okay, so if I drop it down to the 30-minute chart really quick here, what you'll see is that we also saw something interesting here at this zone level here. If I draw this trend line here, you can see that this was kind of a topping point historically on the lower time frames. Again, kind of using multiple time frames can really be helpful in your trading. As I'm looking here at Euro Aussie, this was kind of just another thing in favor of the short side. You can see price reacting here, reacting here, reacting here, and we did pop up temporarily above that, but still kind of goes along with the thesis. Again, this is just kind of a rough trend line here, but overall seeing that sell off of that trend line resistance, just another thing kind of that I like about the trade. Again, kind of have that same thesis here on the 1 hour chart here on Euro Aussie, just kind of showing some stretch price action movement here on Euro Aussie. On the 1 hour, looking in a lot of ways bearish on multiple time frames, can give us a little bit more of an opportunity on the sell side. So again, we'll see how we play out here. It is the next day here on Euro Aussie, looking at the 4 hour chart again. You can see price started out really nice for us. You can see price where our entry was, we came down about, what is that, around 60 pips or so into profit there last night. And then we've seen some reversal here on Euro Aussie, back up to test our resistance zone. Now what you'll notice a lot of times is markets just tend to do this. Markets just want to retest levels of broken structure. And so we've seen price start to come up. We're forming kind of a pin bar here. We'll see if we can get that to close like that. That might be a nice bearish signal here, that there is still strength in this zone. You can see price kind of double checking or retesting this structural level of resistance. We'll see if we can work with the trade further here. How's it going, guys? It is a few hours later here looking at Euro Aussie on that 4 hour time frame. I do want to point out what I see here going on. as the charts unfold. You can see we did get a nice little push to the downside, and seeing if we break it down to the 1 hour chart, I really like this structure, guys. I want to point this out to you. Now, if I get my drawing tool out here, what I'll be able to show you guys is check this out. So again, we saw that price was rejected here and price was rejected here. We got into our entry right around this area on a sell action entry, right? And so when price came up this morning, or this kind of in the last day or so, we saw price actually form a nice little lower high, right? So this was our high, right? And this is actually a lower high, which kind of gives us an indication that sellers are strong in this area. One thing that I want to add to this trade is that we also have this potential trend line forming here. I'll go ahead and add that as well. You can see that the trend line here kind of forming with that lower high gives us just added confirmation that sellers are strong in this area, and we should see price continue lower as markets continue to trade on. We'll see how this trade goes on. We'll have to check in with you guys pretty soon and continue on the trade. All right, so Euro Aussie, another nice winner here on the swing trade side of things. Here, backing up to the 4 hour chart, you can see we sold into this region and came down into this area of demand. Took our profits there for around $111, so not too bad at all. One thing to mention is that it's coming into that region of support, combined with that trend line that we had mentioned all along. So price nicely, as expected, kind of finding some sort of buyer support. We'll see if we can get a continued bounce there. May even find another trade there to send out to the VIP group. Matter of fact, I will go ahead and alert any of those to the VIP team now. So with Euro Aussie, we really had a nice trade. Just a recap of what we saw and how we did this. We came into a level of resistance. We found sell pressure up in this region back here. So there was a strong probability that chances were good that we were going to get some sort of sell-off after this price came up into this region. In addition to, we also were trading to a retest of this trend line, right? So a lot of times the market wants to retest trend lines that it's left. So in this case right here, you can see price made a movement up, but it eventually wanted to come back and test that retest of this trend line here, right? So we had that going on, and when it shot up this way again, price got stretched. We looked for an entry there. We got a sell entry right around that level of supply, and price made a movement back down to test this trend line. So not too bad at all. We took our profits again, about $111 profit, not so bad at all. Guys, I've got more videos like this in a playlist. If you'd like to click into that playlist here, you can go ahead and watch some more of these videos. And if you'd like to join my VIP team and get my signals live, you can click the link down below in the description. There's a link to sign up and join our team on the website. Thanks so much.